Good morning. Oh, wow. Is that from the mic? Okay. Good morning, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, great. I'm sorry I'm late. Like, I took the wrong train. I should have known better. I live here 6 years. I still don't know the train. Oh my god. And then, it's for techniques. I don't know how many of you already know what I do for my, exercises. You know, right? Oh, I saw you. What did you tell her? Okay. I just want to ask if there are any specific, questions requests first. So I should focus on more. Please ask me if you have any other some familiar faces. Okay. Do you have any specific areas that you want to ask? Please do. You can raise your hand and say, okay. Playing past the 12th fret.
Yeah.
Great, okay. Okay, what else? Yeah.
My thumb is really heavy and very slow and clumsy, and I love some good professional thumb technique exercise.
Okay, for thumb and a high fret. Okay, what else?
Tremolo.
Great. On the rest of the first. Okay, I got
All
it.
the above.
Yeah, so, okay. Okay, got it. What else? Yeah, please ask anything. Okay.
Basic posture.
Basic posture. Oh, great. Basic posture, thumb, and tremolo, and okay. Yeah. Tone. Great one. Tone. Is there? I think that's probably as much as I can remember. Okay. Let's run through those first. Okay. How about? Let me share my experience, doing the youth competition, judging, and after a few of you guys play, they're 11 years old to 14 years old, they're so young, and I feel like, oh my god, they play better than me. So much better. So, okay, I'm not sure I can help you much. I'll just share what I do, okay? Okay, so, first of all, let me think what should I start with? Let's start with tone, okay? For tone, mostly is the IMA fingers. We are worried so much about, the treble strings tone. And what I find most useful, I encourage you to try. Or who here think their nail don't have a good tone, but you have nail, have nail but not a good tone. How about I saw the girl. Can you come here? No, you don't turn around. Yes. Okay, I want to try something on your neck. Yeah, please. You can come. I'm not sure it will work, but I just want to see the effects. Do you have something? Wait, we can just see it, please. So, our nail, when we polish them, normally we just polish, maybe just one dimension, one side. So what I encourage us to do is we need to take care of all three sides. One is the underside, use center underside, and also face on, right on edge, and also the upper side, outside. Outside is one of maybe the most important factors for the tone. It's on the release side. So the left side of your nail are the contact side, and then the top side, and then the top to the right side. And then on the outside of the nail, if it's not smooth, no matter what nail shape, the sound will be very scratchy and it will be a little bit sharp. So I encourage everybody to first also use a very good nail file to make sure that the nail is roughly smooth first, and then use sandpaper to polish on the edge and also outside, especially the outside and the right side. Okay. Next, your nails. Okay.
They're very short.
Okay, that's good. Okay, good. Would you just play for us just like IMA fingers slowly on the first string. Okay, and use your finger. So okay, this is the index finger. It's not bad. It's actually it's okay. It's not that bad. So I'm going to high fire now a little bit. So what I'm going to do is just I use the flash to guide where the file goes. So I basically just put a file kind of against the flash and then let it lean towards our fingernail. And how much like I press is depends on how much we want how long we want the fingernail. And then on the right side, I'll make sure it's smooth. Okay. Okay. That's corridor. And I use this sandpaper. I use from like forever. Is from Japan. It's very cheap. You can buy it on Amazon or eBay. Very, very nice. This is only 2,000 grit, but I think it's better than 3M, all the 3Ms. Okay, try this. It's from Japan. It's called Tamiya, like T-A-M-I-T-A. Tamiya, this brand. And you can ask me later. And it's a P2000. They sell about a pack of 3. Sandpaper is very nice. Okay, so I'm just roughly polishing it from the side. I mean, like on the edge, on the outside. And now from inside. Now you try the index finger. So that's right. I don't know, it's probably not much different from everybody. I'm not sure you can hear, but this is the method, okay? You think you got it? Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's all the nail. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so basically just you need to take care of the right side, the release side of your fingernail. Make sure it's smooth. And then about the thumb. So what do I do for thumb exercise this? So I'm imagining everything is going through some kind of circle. It's oval or it's not going to be perfectly round circle. So our thumb is now just going like in, out, like in a straight line. It's more like you're going inside, down, and then outside, up. It's almost like a circle, Oh, I did that. So my thumb goes almost like this way. Like you go almost like a circle like this while playing. So it's almost like this instead of like this. Yeah. So and then one move, I keep the first string and second string fairly like resistant, and I move the bottom of my joint with a third joint in here, like the root, like the base of the thumb. And try to feel how can you move the thumb from here, but not your arm. Okay, don't. A lot of us one-sided is like I play like this, like I move my full forearm, but try not to do that. Only use the bottom of your joint. Same with every finger like this. Okay. Like this. Yeah. So for thumb, I really encourage everybody to try to exercise more resty stroke for thumb. And for IMA fingers, we do rest stroke and free stroke. But for thumb, if you could, almost always I encourage you to use rest stroke. And one of the most important factors is your wrist position. if your wrist can be more, like a positively like higher and more down, forward, and your thumb will be very comfortably resting on the next string after you play. Okay? And if your forearm is pulled back, then your thumb feels it's gonna fly out like a free stroke always. Okay? So that is one factor for thumb. And okay, that's the thumb. I think next is if you want to. Now let's try to talk about tremolo. For a tremolo exercise, one of the most important tools is metronome. Okay, we all know that. I'll talk about metronome in a second. So how do we practice tremolo is this? We need to find a very steady, neutral position for the right hand. So when we play the tremolo, we cannot move around. Okay. And then try to find this. So when you're playing the tremolo, the A and I, the I finger is slightly higher in power than the rest. If you think about this, it's P, A, M, I, right? So after the I, we have an empty beat. So P, A, M, I, P, A, M, I. So try to feel that your energy goes from A to the I finger. So A, M, I. The I finger is there. Okay, if on a scale of 10 as the loudest note, we don't play the I like A, M, I as like say like 4, 5, 6. It's more like say 5.9, 6, and 6.1. They're very similar in volume, but we're just slightly kind of pushing forward a little bit of like the momentum towards the index finger, because that can carry past your thumb to the next A finger. Do you understand? So bum 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 bum. So always a little bit bum 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 bum, shooting forward a little bit, but still keep it very minimal crescendo. We can try that. Okay, let's try that. Most important thing is like, okay, use metronome, but how do we use it? So I suggest so we need to pick a lowest speed, and we need to pick a highest speed, and we need to pick the increments at how much we speed up every time, and then how often do we move up the full metronome scale. So all of that is is very hard task. So I suggest say first, you set the metronome speed where you feel so relaxed and comfortable to be able to do everything you know in your mind, 100% quality, well. And that could be our beginning speed. Say 120, 1 against 2, and say, oh, we can do everything that we know, like say the tone, like the balance, and like the power and posture, and I can still be relaxed. Okay, then start with that number. And if it's 1 against 2, maybe you can go up by, you can either go up by 10 or go up by the numbers such as 126, 132, 138, 144, those numbers, And so what is our highest number? You can test yourself once a week or twice a month. The number that you feel is very challenging, that you feel you can barely maintain your quality, and you can start to getting a little bit tense, and that is probably your limit, and you go back down 1 speed. That should be about right. The top speed we choose to practice for the following week. Okay, so you choose your lowest speed where you can have the best quality and you can be mindful of everything you know, how you want to practice, like the perfect way to play that passage. And all the way to the part where you face a struggle to maintain the quality, and then you go down one notch, and that could be your metronome length. Normally, you could keep anywhere between 5 to 10 speeds. That's a good amount, and every speed you can play maybe 1 or 2 twice. On the lower speeds, you could introduce dotted rhythm. So it could be, like da 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 versus da 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 da, like short long versus long short. I wish like everybody can do like as crazy dotted as possible. If you can do double dotted, it's even better. For example, normally with dotted, just like like 1 versus 3 beat. It's like da 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 da. But if you can play like da 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 da, like the short one, as immediate, as brief as possible, is even better. Because that's kind of train our reflex, like a burst energy, okay? And when you play slow, you could try to play with maximum volume, like play everything 40 at the lower speed. That can train our, like muscle power, okay? And that is for tremolo, okay? That's what I do for tremolo. And next, what else? How about the high frets? High frets, normally, okay, so one of the most important factors is this. So when we play high frets, our hand, for me, I feel like the palm, the base of our palm, must be higher above the soundboard level. If your hand is above the soundboard level, then you're very freely can go up anywhere you want on the neck, okay? And so I hold my guitar a little bit high on the neck. It's now very flat. I hold it higher because like it's easier to reach the higher frets. And so what I do normally is this. Okay, I just do the change fret exercise. I think that's people already. So this just like 1, 2, 3, 4, left hand fingers. After you do one rotation, you go to the next fret and next fret. Okay, so I'll start higher. I'll start from 9, 10, 11, 12 frets. So it's like this. So. And then go up. And then go back. Like this. And you can go through that on every string you want, okay? With 2 strings. So this is changing string exercise. The order is like this, okay? This is the order, always like this. So left hand is still 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers, but it's like this. So first string, second string, first string, second string. This is the first sequence. It's like a top, bottom, and then the next fret we reverse. We go from second string first, and then first string, second string, first string. Okay, so it's like that. So it's like first, second, next fret, second, first, and the next fret we come back. So if you can do this here, that's amazing. Okay, so next I'll do this. So you can do this. Okay, and then if this is not challenging enough, you skip a string. You can do this. First, third, and then third, 1, 3, 1, and then 1, 3, 1, 3. 1, 3, 1. And you can do, skip 2 strings, then you can eventually do 1, 6, but that's the craziest. We don't have to do that much. Normally, if you can do up to skip 2 strings, that's enough. Okay? So this is something you can run from the first fret all the way to the 18th fret if you want. And okay. And something very important. Oh, sorry. Which is our basic playing posture and form. This is something I try to work on so much in college, like all the years, because right now I very love how I feel and how I look back in the videos on stage. Back in when I was in college, I really didn't like it. I felt like I don't want to look at my videos, and when I'm on stage, I don't enjoy myself playing. I really want to transform that, but it was really difficult. I went through, like Alexander technique, and also filming myself past like night concert time. Like I sneak into a concert hall with the camera, and I record myself on stage and try to compare how I look versus artists that I really love, how they present themselves on the stage. So two things I find really useful with this. When you're sitting on a chair, first of all, try to sit on the first half or first like 1/3 of the chair. Don't sit too much, so deep in the chair, so you feel like a little bit forward. And then, no matter we use footstool or the leg raise or something, really keep both of our heels very firm on the ground. Or anything that is comfortable. If you tiptoe your leg, you will make your posture eventually get intense all the way up to your fingertips. If you can play good with that posture, you can play even better if you relax. So both, and also you can feel the balance of our both sit bones. So most of us will lean to our left sit bone, right? Everybody? It's like we lean towards the left sit bone because that's how we normally play. So try to feel. When you sit down the chair and try to maybe you can rock left and right to see how much weight you distribute under both sit bones. The more balanced, I think the more better. So you feel like you're right in the center. And I use a footstool. And I've been using it since since very beginning, so I didn't change it to like ergo plate or all the like the plate. That is much more healthy. So what I do is this. Without the guitar, I sit on my chair. So I try to find a 4 contact point with the ground. So the 2 sit bones and then both of my like the heels. I want to find the balance of like the 4 contact point where I feel like I'm sitting there and I'm comfortable, almost like I can take a nap. I don't need to fight for any like leaning left, right, or leaning forward. And then when you put your guitar on your lap and you're in the playing position, if you can say take a picture of yourself or looking into a mirror, like check your shoulder heights. If your shoulders are perfectly level, if you're comfortable, that is very good news. But if you're sinking on your left shoulder like your left foot needs to be higher. And if you're sitting like this, like your right shoulder is down, maybe the footstool is too tall. About chair height, it's very important. I don't know how many of us have like upper back pain or something, like when you practice. Like sometimes, I don't know if you have. Mostly it's because our chairs are maybe too tall for us. Like if our chair is too tall for us, what we do is this. If the chair is tall, we lean forward. And imagining like you're just standing here like this. How long can you stand until you feel so much, like pressure and pain on the back? So what is very important is like try to find like, what is the perfect chair height for yourself? Okay, this is very important. If your chair height is a little bit lower, then you can be more balanced. Like you're slightly leaning forward with the guitar, not totally leaning forward, and where it's like your back will have the least stress and pressure. Okay, that's something I want to share. And okay, do you have more questions, or I'll share? Yes.
So say you're doing a concert or a composition and you're not allowed to bring your own chair or bench, how do you compensate in your own mind when you're playing in situations that might not be ideal?
Oh, great question. Normally, if you're doing like competition or a concert, they give you like an adjustable piano bench like this. And the lowest it can go is lower than any standard for like chair. And so I think it will be enough. But if they don't have that, yeah, it will be a little bit tough. So I suggest like you buy a footstool. I just use the on-stage footstool from Amazon. It's like most heavy duty one. It's a little bit heavier, but the metals are very thick. And that one can go very high. So it gives like a more range, like the footstool or like this. So that can compensate for that. Yeah. Okay, now how about let me talk about hammer and slurs.
One other follow-up there. So would you recommend knee and hip horizontal, the knee a little bit higher than the hip?
Oh, so do you mean that, do I recommend when you sit down, should the knee to your hips be horizontal or like this or like this? I find it's mostly maybe horizontal. Like for example, like our non-footstool leg, horizontal is probably the best. Yeah. Yes. How do I anchor my guitar? Angle. Okay. Great question. I've been experimenting that a few years ago actually. Like, do I want to play the guitar this way? Or do I want to play guitar like say this way, right? And also, do I put the, like the side, do I face down, like 100% on my leg or a little bit up? Like, what do we do? Right now, I think the last, I just find the most comfortable one. But at the very, very beginning, when I'm trying to experiment with my sitting position, I anchor my guitar neck away from me, actually. I anchor it a little bit away from me, like this. And don't copy that, it might not be ideal for you. So you can experiment, okay? And because if you anchor your guitar away from you, the right hand might be more comfortable, but your left hand it will be harder. But if you do your guitar, the big guitar bottom, forward, and then the neck towards your shoulder, it might be easier for your left hand, but right hand is more difficult. So mostly you need to kind of see yourself how much you want to do. But mostly I suggest like the guitar not too much sliding forward on your leg, more upright, slightly leaning towards you is better. Okay, and this you need to experiment a little bit. We're asking. Okay, so how about let me share something about hammer and slurs. Okay. So the hammer and slurs. In music, we need many types of hammers and slurs. For example, in some contemporary music, we need some strong accents followed by very, very soft notes. So sometimes So there's the definition of a good and appropriate slur or hammer is very different. So we need to train our fingers to be very versatile, that it can interpret different styles of hammer and slurs, like at their greatest form. So at the very beginning, the first level is to train every hammer and slur very articulated and then very powerful. And then we need to train ourselves to be able to shape that hammer and slur and merge like how our left hand and right hand, how the sound, the tone, the duration, articulation can be seamless. Okay, so what I recommend is this. So at the very beginning, when we practice hammer and slur, we separate them and we play 3 beats. So first beat is the right hand block, and second beat is left hand movement. It's say hammer is like play, first beat, and hammer second beat, and third beat we relax left hand. Relax the left hand, which is a mute, left hand mute, like that. So we still, our fingers still on the string, but we just disconnected with power, so we will mute the string. So 3 beats, okay? So let me demonstrate you once and you try it. On every string, it goes like this, okay? So play, hammer, relax on string, and then play, hammer, relax on string. So it's like 0, 1, and then you can repeat once. Next one, so 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 2, 3, 2, 3. And last one, 3, 4. 3, 4, okay? We're gonna try that a little bit. The first finger is a pulling finger, and then we have a finger that's being pulled too. So that we call it, I don't know, like the end finger. Okay, let's call it end finger. So starting finger and end finger. So for me, I feel the end finger is like the center of gravity. So if you say we start with 4, 3, right, and then 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 0. So when we play the first pair, little finger and ring finger, I tend to anchor my ring finger very firm on, say, the 3rd fret. So after I pull my little finger, so there's no buzz at all. Okay, and then try this. So it's like you play 4, 3, but make sure that you feel your power is land on the 3rd finger, not on the little finger. Yes, right now. The slurs, we try to use our left hand as they're like left hand breaststrokes. After you pull your finger, let your finger go down to the next string, and then let the next string stop your motion. Because a lot of us when we pull, we pull outside, like we go out when we do the slurs. So let's try to like when we do the slurs, go inside towards your palm. And let the next string to stop your motion. That is more powerful, clean, and you find more control in that way. Okay? And it's also 3 beats. Like play, hold, and relax. Play and relax. Okay? How we're going to do 0, 1. Every movement twice, you know, like 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay? And then 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. And then we stop, okay? 3 beats each. So 1, ready, go. So 0, 1, relax. 0, 1, relax. And then 1, 2, relax. 1, 2, left hand mute. And then 2, 3, mute. 2, 3, disconnect the power. And then 3, 4, mute. 3, 4, mute. Now let's change. Third string. Third string, let's do the slurs. So the order will be 4, 3, 4, 3, and then 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 0. Also 3 beats. Okay, ready? Remember to make our like the end finger very firm. Okay, so 1, ready, go. 4, 3, relax. 4, 3, relax, and then 3, 2, left hand rest stroke. 3, 2, and then 2, 1, 2, 1. Very nice. 2, 1, last one, 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay, good. 1, 0. Okay, next one. After you do this, I will share with you 2 up and down pedal scales for this. Okay, so first one is this. We're gonna do on the 4th string. Okay, the order is this: 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. Right hand play 3 times. Left hand hammer the rest. So play, hammer, hammer. Play, hammer, hammer. Play, hammer. Okay, all together. Let me show you once, and you try it like this. So play, hammer, hammer. Play, hammer, hammer. Play, hammer. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. I'll let you try 1 minute, and we'll go together. I'll just read the name. So it's like we play on 1 and then 2, 3, and play on 2, hammer 3, 4, and play the last one, play 3 and hammer 4. Okay? Play hammer hammer, play hammer hammer, play hammer. Okay. So 1, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. Next fret. Now, sorry, I didn't tell you this. So we keep going up 1 fret, 1 fret, 1 fret, and we end on the 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Okay, let's go again from beginning. Ready? 1, ready, go. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2. 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. Okay. Good. You got it. Okay. Now, I want to hear this. Okay. So when you're playing this exercise, try to lower your right hand volume a little bit and then raise your left hand volume more so you can match them together. Okay? When you practice, try to feel that. Right hand lighter, left hand stronger. So you match them seamlessly. Okay, so now let's go to 12th fret. Now we go backwards. The backwards will be 4, 3, 2, and 3, 2, 1, 2, 1 in slurs. Okay? So play slur, slur, play slur, slur, play slur. So 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, let's try that. Let's try it together. Are you ready? Let's try it together. From 12th fret going back. So Okay, ready? So 1, ready, go. So play, slur, slur. Play, slur, slur. Play, slur. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, you got it. So the second one is this. Second one goes like this. You only right hand play twice, okay? So it's 1, 3, 1, and then 2, 4, 2. It sounds like that, you know, it's like 1, 3, 1, and then 2, 4, 2. The next fret. Okay, you try it. So you play 1, do the hammer slur on 3, 1. Then play 2, and do the hammer slur on 4, 2. 1, 3, 1, 2, 4, 2, like that. Ready, go. 1, 3, 1, 2, 4, 2. Play, hammer, slur. Play, hammer, slur. Next fret. 1, 3, 1, 2, 4, 2. 1, 3, 1, 2, 4, 2. Third fret. Great. Third fret. Good. So 1, 3, 1, 2, 4. Fourth fret. 1, 3, 1. 4, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 4, 2. Good, good. That's very nice. Good. Very, very good. Okay. Next I will share with you like for right hand speed. Okay, you can do this red stroke or free stroke either way. This one is we do like C major, A minor natural scale in thirds. From the first string A, go back to like the lowest string E and go back up. This one sounds like this. This one. What you can do is this, okay? All back thirds. So it's like, and then, okay, you can figure it out. Try it. You're using more A, B, C, D, E than like left and right, right? Okay, let's go to try that. Let's try that, okay? So from the first string, I'll try left name for more. Okay, so like 1, ready, go. So A, F, G, E, F, and D, E, C, D, B, C, A, D, G. Okay, I'll do it one more time later. Okay, F, D, and then E, C, E, C, A, B, G, and then A, F, G, open E, and then we're gonna go up with thirds. Go up with thirds is like so. What you can do is this. You can try to remember every other note. So it's like A something, start with the middle finger, and that will be very different every time. Like you can exercise. So what I think this exercise. Oh, one moment, guys. Okay. Let me share with you. So what I think exercises like this benefit the most is it takes out the essence of like the hardest thing. What is the hardest thing about playing scales is cross string. So if you take all the cross string out and you only practice cross string, it's almost as if it's like the most efficient way for you to get very fluent on crossing string crossing. And this exercise makes you able to cross normally, which is like say index finger on the lower string and the middle finger on higher string, and also it works backwards as well with the alternate way, like the worst way to cross string. So if you can handle this at a very high speed, then almost like you can play anything fluently later for a scale. So that's why this string crossing exercise is very essential. I find it very beneficial. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I have 5 more minutes. Please, if you have any questions, please ask me. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Zhang, with the string crossing exercises, do you practice both free stroke and the stroke, or do you prefer
I prefer to practice only right stroke, but you can do both ways. Okay. And then I find like if I play right stroke and on free stroke, get back.
I always feel bad because I always have to go to one. Is it like harmonic?
I think you can do one, it's like my finger. But try all three. Try 3 fingers also, and then you're like this. Everyone, 1 second. Sorry. One moment.
Yeah, it's just for archiving.
Sorry, what?
How do you choose which
Okay. Okay, I'll just share this with everybody and then we'll finish. So the question is, how do I choose the exercises I do every day or like in a period of time? The truth is, I learn along the road. I don't get my exercise from let's say one teacher or one book or one source. Sometimes I just maybe just hang out with guitar friends and everybody shares what we do. And if it's something I feel I'm weakness on that part, I take it. I learn from that. Every variation of exercise will enhance ourselves in another way. So once you get too comfortable with something, maybe you can try to find something else between your fingers, And every different exercise will help us in some different ways. So it's like you can absorb from different teachers, and different colleagues, friends, or on internet. Just try a lot of things and then kind of evaluate what you want to improve the most or what you like the most at the moment. Okay? Thank you.